No, there isn't, not anymore. At the start, when it was, say, methadone, MDPV, those two, they're both very different, and originally they were being made by companies in China who I think were a bit more professional than the people that are making them now. And you bought either one or the other. They both have very distinctive smells. There was no need for them to be cut with other substances because they were so cheap to make. So you could quite easily tell the difference, and there was a lot, because they'd been tested for, say, 10 years, it was easy to find information on them. But now, since they've been made illegal, and the people that make them are coming up with more and more different ones all the time, just to try and make one that's legal, you don't know what you're taking. I don't think even the people that make them are knowing what you're going to be taking, because they haven't been tested. They're brand new. They've existed for maybe like 3 or 4 months. They've never been tested even on animals, let alone humans. You don't know what you're taking. And once a name is popular, like MDPV has become a really popular name. It's also nicknamed Super Coke because an amount about that big can be the same as taking a gram or 50 quid's worth of cocaine. And because that's such a popular name, people are now selling other drugs such as MPA and things like that as MDPV, so you can't ever know what you're taking now. There's just too many legal highs, and it's just such a race to try and make new, better, legal ones that, you can't tell. What made me stop? It was all just getting way too much. I had psychosis. I thought I had worms underneath my skin, and I was trying to pick them out of my face, and I'd end up with big holes and scabs all over my face. All my friends and people who knew me at college were just disgusted. I was stealing all the time, to pay for it. I was scared of everyone. I thought everyone was out to get me. I was seeing people that weren't there, hearing voices. I was getting infections, blood clots, that lump of flesh I told you about, which was disgusting, and it was all scaring me, and I thought I was going to die. And every time I went to the hospital, they were so scared because they didn't know what to do. They didn't know what I was taking, and they couldn't help me. They knew something was wrong, and they knew if I carried on, it was going to end up killing me. But there was nothing they could tell me, nothing they could help, because they didn't know. And I just stopped outright. I think that's the only way to do it. You can't cut down, you can't slowly reduce. You just need to stop, and then even then you're going to have to wait a while before you've become the person you was. Quite recently. 3 people have died from taking legal highs. Another one's in hospital. 2 of my friends have been sectioned. Another one nearly got sectioned. One person I know burnt his and his friend's house down. Another one tried setting himself on fire. Another 2 people have tried setting themselves on fire. And one of those people has also had septicemia, which is blood poisoning. It's incredibly deadly. He was in hospital. He's now in prison for other things related to taking illegal highs. A friend of mine very recently was found in a canal. It was on the front page of the Evening Advertiser. Another friend, also in the Evening Advertiser, is in hospital at the moment. He's had to have a heart transplant from infections. All of this is from legal highs, and I think more people will die. More people I know, more of my friends. I don't know. You need to realise that you're affecting other people as much. It's not just your life you're ruining other people's lives. No one wants to watch you die. No one wants to see their friends and their family die and kill themselves. And it's not even committing suicide because they're depressed. They're killing themselves slowly, and they say they're enjoying it, and no one wants to see it. So maybe that would help. But also there's the problems that made you want to take drugs in the first place. You need to address them. I think injecting the legal highs is so much more dangerous than doing crack and heroin. And you can see that because the same people that are injecting the legal highs up until a few months ago were just doing crack and heroin, and now they've gone from being sort of okay, stable in their addiction, to having all these health problems. Some of them have died. They're getting psychosis, they're going crazy. Of course it's more dangerous. You can do that just by looking at the change in these people, looking at how their life's gone downhill, their health has gone downhill, they've just deteriorated and wasted away since they've been doing the legal highs. I think I'd advise these people, even though you could never endorse someone to take heroin and to take crack, because these are dangerous drugs and these ruin people's lives, but these people that were using them anyway and were doing okay on it compared to how they are now, I think they would be so much better off if they went back to the heroin and crack. It's so much less dangerous, so much healthier, and people have been using them for hundreds of years. They've been tested. These legal highs haven't, and this is a sad thing for the government to realise, that these drugs that they've made that are illegal and that they work so hard to ban, like, would actually save the lives of these people who are dying because of the drugs that are legal, that in fact the government's basically helping to kill people and to be about. The reason why they're so popular, the reason why they're so easy to get and so cheap, is because the police aren't doing anything to stop them. They can be bought on the internet. Anyone can buy them on the internet. You can buy them on the internet right now with your credit card and have them delivered tomorrow. Next day delivery, and then in such large amounts for like such a cheap price. Like, yeah. I think professionals really need to do their research. You need to find out like what the effects are of these people on legal highs and how to deal with them. I mean, when people are using legal highs, they're going to be very hard to talk to. They might lie a lot, and they might really not be aware of what's going on. They might think that you're part of some kind of conspiracy to hurt them. They might think that you're in, with the government trying to trap them and do all these things. Delusions. You need to realise that they are delusional, and so they're going to need to find new ways of helping them. And the first step is being aware of the problems before they can find out ways to help them. Family, obviously, it's going to be very scary for them watching this happen to people. I think in some cases you do really need to toe the line. You need to say, like, if they're doing drugs in your house, doing these drugs in your house, and they're killing themselves, you need to try and draw the line. Just say, no, this has to stop, like an intervention, and try to show them the effect, not that they're having them on themselves, because they know that more than anyone. You need to show them the effect that they're having on you, how they're not just killing themselves, they're hurting you. Like like watching them do this is hurting you. It's causing you problems, whether it's just lack of sleep, stress, which can make you ill, and just depression, and no one wants to see that happen to someone. And also, while I do think that you do need to draw the line, don't just let go of them, because if they don't have anyone in their lives, then they've got no reason to stop. So many people, like, I know someone who's been kicked out of their house with their wife and their kids because of using the legal highs, and because of that, now they're using even more because they've got no one left, and they think that the person doesn't care about them, when in actual fact the reason they kicked them out was because they cared, because they couldn't see them kill themselves. And they just need to realise the difference.